last Saturday's fight with Adrien Broner and Jovanie Santiago. Didn't do too well on Showtime. And, let me say, I guess it's due to, Adrian's inactivity. That could be that's a part of it. And then plus, all of the stuff that Adrien Broner used to get into outside the ring. Surprisingly enough, man, you didn't really hear much from him in the past year or so. He had a few issues with the courts, and he got arrested, but he wasn't really doing the same antics like he usually do. So there was no, and also there was no real opponent for him to slick talk and talk trash on before his fight. This Jovanie Santiago was largely unknown, so he had 14 wins, no losses, but he wasn't really making no noise out there like that. So that's part of the reason why the view count was low on that fight. Also, there were more intriguing fights on all around the same time, especially the Burchell versus Valdez fight. That was another reason why it was a low view count, but I think mostly the reason why is because a lot of allure for Adrien Broner is burning out. He's not doing anything different than he did in his previous fight. So he didn't really ramp up a lot of his rhetoric. He wasn't doing a lot of that talk he usually do before his fight. Like he usually said, "I'm gonna fuck Buddy up." He would say he said certain things, but he wasn't really like pushing the issue on it. So everybody just felt like, all right, well, this is going to be the same bland old AB that we're going to see in the ring, and that's what we got that night, man. And a lot of people are saying, well, what is it with AB? Was it his ring rust? I think it was a combination of, I don't even think it was much of the ring rust. It was probably a little bit of ring rust, but most of it is he just don't want to let his hands go out of fear of getting hit. I don't know, he's much more of a cagier fighter now, so... I think the interest in Adrien Broner and his star power, as far as unless he does something, he starts conjuring up issues, and he starts going at notable fighters, then you might see some more of the allure start to come back, some of the luster. But other than that, man, I think that's it for AB, man. He had his time. People gave him a lot of chances to do right in the ring, and he ain't really shown proof yet. So there's talks of Regis Prograis was calling him out, and I'll probably make a Who Wins video about that fight too. So stay tuned for that. But that's what the 280,000 low viewer count was all about. His luster is waning. Nobody is really looking for Adrien Broner anymore. You got a lot of these new up and comers. There's other boxers at 140 that is outshining him. You got Josh Taylor, you got Jose Ramirez, Regis Prograis. You got other fighters that people are more intrigued about, that's really making noise. And Adrien Broner, he had his chance. People was giving him so many chances to do right, and I guess after a while everybody like, man, we ain't listening to this motherfucker no more. He just gonna do the same shit. And I had said that like pre-fight, my prediction that if we get the same AB that we got all these previous fights, man, don't look for nothing different from him in the next one. And I believe that now. When he fight again, it's going to be the same thing unless he surprises the hell out of all of us. I guess we just got to see. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Get back to me, and I'll hit y'all on the next one.